All right, good morning, everybody. Can everyone hear me loud and clear? All right, wonderful. Thank you very much. Uh, Good morning, gentlemen, call members. Good morning, everybody. Welcome you to this wonderful section today. It's So before I introduce our section today, firstly, my name is Omokaru Bright, and I am your moderator for this section. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So I want every one of us to sit tight, get our pen and paper, because I promise you this section is going to be interactive, it's going to be informative, and also going to be a wonderful session. So today we are looking at the theme problem solving, generation leadership, and AI literacy. Now, these the three critical focus of 2026 and beyond. It's a privilege for me to introduce to you this session and this particular team. So, what we are trying to talk about here is now we are standing at a turning point in history where technology is no longer just supporting our life, but it's actually shaping how we think, how we learn, and how we lead. So, the decisions we make today will define how prepared we are for tomorrow. Now, these three focus, which is problem solving, generation leadership, and AI literacy, are not just isolated skills. Now, they are all intertwined, interconnected, and also connected pillars of the new world coming. So, problem solving, because of our world is facing, so many challenges that cannot be fixed by old methods. So, we need to be more creative, data informed, and human centered solution. Then, generation leadership, this is also redefining what leadership means. It's no longer about position or power, but purpose, collaboration, and digital empathy. Now, when we also talk about AI literacy and competence, everybody knows that artificial intelligence is the new language. And if you are not able to speak that language, the world is going to move further from you. So as we move into 2026 and beyond, these three focus will decide whether our nations advance or fall behind. So today, our task is not just to discuss ideas, but also to rethink about the future. And it's a conversation that's going to challenge every single one of us here and also to inspire every single one of us here. So on this note, before I, introduce uh, our speaker, I think we're going to take the national anthem, or is it the NYSC anthem? All right, thank you very much, guys. Welcome back to this session. So before I introduce our wonderful keynote speaker for this session, usually people say a man of timber and caliber, but I'm going to use the Gen Z word, which is say vibranium and diamond. So to help us explore these bold new ideas, this bold new landscape, we have with us today our keynote speaker with the name of Mr. Tayo Oloshunde, a visionary voice in the field of youth development. Please join me. I want us to use our virtual hands, our emojis, as I introduce Mr. Tayo Oloshunde.
Hello, can you hear me, guys? Hello, can you
Good
confirm that
morning
you
to
can hear
you.
me?
Good morning, sir. We can hear
Good
you,
morning
sir,
to
loud
you,
and clear,
sir.
sir.
Can you
Excellent,
hear us loud and clear?
excellent, excellent. Good morning, everyone. It's such a great honor to be with you again. Thank you so much, Bright. Thank you, Mercy. Thank you, Mayowa in absentia and all the team that have been coordinating and working with us to get the CDS going. And I want to thank all the presidents and all the schedule officers, everyone who has been very instrumental into keeping this, platform steady and fulfilling the purpose for which it was created. I want to welcome every single one of us and to this month's meeting. As you know, one of the key purposes of this meeting is to continuously remind ourselves of the reason why the CDS was created and to also get to know how to empower ourselves and enable us to be able to fulfill the key mandates of the ministry of the CDS. Our vision in the CDS, for those of you who might not know, is to be the best CDS in NYSC, to be the best CDS, enabling our members to make the most of their service share. We must never forget that, because once you forget the vision, then you lose out on the drive to keep your gaze on where you're going. Like I always say, if you want to pick a Uber or a Bolt, you have to pick a destination. Even if you don't pick a destination first, you have to give an instruction to that Bolt or Uber to take you to. The same way in life or in everything you do, you need to have a clear definition. You need to have a clear destination before there can be progress. Any movement without a destination is like what normally say about a madman. Their madmen usually have where they are going. It's only that where they are branching is just too many, right? If you don't have a clear vision, a clear direction of where you are going, then it's going to be very difficult to guarantee that you are going to get there. A very good friend of mine used to say that if you don't know where you are going, maybe you take a bus. Let me use Lagos or Abuja, for example, from one location and the bus is going in that direction. If you don't know where you are going, every bus stop you look like your own. Once somebody say, hey, somebody's getting down there, you want to think, oh yeah, I'm getting down too. But once you are clear on your destination, no matter who is, even if everybody gets down, until you get your own destination, you don't come down. All right. And like jokingly, like some other people also normally say, that some people want to finish using their own money, though their destination was about two bus stops before the final, because they want to use their full money, they'll go and drop at the end of the terminal and they will walk back two bus stops so that they can fully use their money. That's just on a lighter note. So I want to welcome all of you on this call, and it's a privilege to be in front of you. I decided I wanted to just come into your face today just because of how important November usually is in the year. We all started the year from January. For those of you who are counting, this is the 11th month. And for those of us who set some target for ourselves for the year, I'm very sure some of people already say, oh yeah, the year is almost over and I've not achieved my target yet. Yeah, it's 11 months. I'm very, very sure some of all those targets, you're still able to catch up with them. For those of us who are quarter to passing out, that might be the end of the year for you. You also have to keep your targets in view. So let me just quickly, so that I don't digress too much. The whole essence of my session today is to take us through our preparation for the year ahead of us, 2026, and to know how to begin to prepare and what are the key elements that we want to look at as an organization. And we also want to share with you as people that we belong on a common destiny, on a common journey, so that to start giving it consideration and begin to work towards it. I'm going to be out of your face in the next thereabouts minute. The whole purpose of our gathering today is to remind those of us who are here that I hope you have a goal. I hope each and every one of you have an aspiration for yourself. I hope each and every one of you are clear on where you are going with your career, with your business, anything you are doing. If we don't help you as our core members to really be clear on what you want to do after NYSC, we have not done anything. If all we work with you on is to actually achieve the goal of a DL for all, and we don't work on your own individual vision, we've not helped you. But I know that all throughout the program, that's what we've been doing to ensure you are able to kind of not just help to achieve the national vision, but also you achieve your individual vision in a way that's going to make you happy that you have passed through NYC. And I want to believe that most of us who are here, we're already having a good year, a good service year already. Let me run us through one more time before I go into the crux of today's session. Our vision in Do This CDS is to be the best CDS. If you don't know that already, I want you to go and write it down somewhere. Our vision is to be the best CDS, enabling every member of the CDS to make the most of their service share. And what does that mean? We want to be the best CDS in NYSC, but how do we become the best CDS? Is by ensuring that every member of the CDS is able to achieve the purpose for which the NYSC was created. And what was that purpose? Is to ensure that every single one of you in this CDS, you are able to actually have what's called like a national outlook, and you have your orientation. That's what the NYSC camp was meant to do, to reorientate you towards a more holistic national orientation and national agenda, knowing fully well that the nation Nigeria as a whole is your playground where you can dream, vision, and also help to build this nation, and also see yourself as one in the civil Nigeria and work together with all your fellow core members from other parts of the country to ensure we can build this country together. The second thing, which is also related to some of the things, is your place of primary assignment. The place of primary assignment basically really is your own, because you spend about 75% of your service year in your place of primary assignment. And that's why I normally say to core members, if you get your place of primary assignment wrong, your service year is wrong. If your place of primary assignment is not helping you to grow, it's not a platform where you're adding value to yourself, you're adding value to the PPA, you are developing yourself, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, the service year is messed up already. So that's why no matter where you are in your city, in your service year, we always want to encourage you. You can still go back. What I'm thinking you are meant to do in your PPA is let it be a place where you're acquiring skills and when you're adding value. That is why the NYSC is called National Youth Service. The key word is service. Your PPA is the place where you serve and you acquire skills and you build a foundation for your career, right? I know many of you are posted to places where you might not be excited about. It doesn't matter. One of the reasons why you are a member of the Do This CDS, Dicta Lombarda CDS, or Dicta for All Champion, is for you to take some of the skills that you are acquiring through this CDS and go and bring it to bear in your place of primary assignment. For those of you who are in school, if you are part of some of the AI program you are doing, you can take the program and go and implement it in your school. For those of you who are working in organization, you can take some of the AI learnings and go and implement it in your school. For those of you who are in, no matter where you are, even when you're working with government, you can take some of all these things you're learning and go and share. And if you're still having any challenge in making the most of your PPA, please reach out to us. We'll be able to actually counsel and guide you on how to actually choose a PPA. And by the way, we're also working on a program very soon that we're going to help a lot of core members to choose PPAs that's going to actually help them to make the most of their services. So please take your PPA very seriously. It's 75% of your time. At least from Monday to Friday, you go to your PPA 4 times and you only use 1 day for your CDS. All right. You even use 1 day or half day for your SAID. So your PPA is your service year. If you're not enjoying your PPA, you're not enjoying your service share. So please, if you are still having struggle with your PPA, please reach out and let us help you to actually make the most of your PPA. It doesn't mean you are going to be posted to a new place. That place where you are just showcase the skills and the competencies you have. Even when they don't want to give you room, like some of you posted to National Assembly or place where they don't recognize you, there is a way you can show that you have something of value that can help you to actually make the most of your service share. One of the things, contribution we are making, for example, to the current conversation around NYSC reform is to say, get the PPA right for NYSC and you get NYSC right. All right? If you get a good PPA, you can do your SAID in your PPA. For example, those of you who want to actually become tailor, there is no reason for you to actually be serving local government and you are only using half of your day to go and actually learn about how to be a tailor or how to be a fashion designer. Go and look for a company that is into fashion designing where you can go and do your PPA full time. They might not be paying you well, but at least you are acquiring the skill Monday to Friday, and you are even using what you are learning there as part of what you are teaching, even during your CDS. But today is not the day for that. But we are working on a book on how to make the most of your service here, and we are detailing more, focusing more, on the idea of how to maximize your PPA and the rest of it. The third thing really is your CDS, which is the reason why we're here. Your CDS is also a place where you give back to your community. It's a core component of the NYSC mandate. No matter how much you enjoy your PPA, if you do not serve your host community, you have not made the most of your service here. Your service here and your CDS is one of the most unique way, especially your CDS, is one of the most unique way to earn your own personal value. If you have something important personally that you really want to contribute to your community, if you are somebody of importance, you have something valuable, your CDS is the place to showcase it. For example, many of you are in, for those of you who are in digital onboarder CDS or DL4 CDS, and you are helping to ensure people in your CDS, in your host community, are digital literate. That is one of the greatest things that anybody can be helping your community to do today. Right? If you are helping your host community to become digital literate, all the things that you have been taught in DL for all, you are helping people in your community, might be all the tailors, all the barbers, all these other people in the informal sector in your community to really, really be able to use, what you are doing, you are empowering them more than what money can do. Because technology has become an enabler and it has democratized opportunity. Once you are able to help people in your host community, number one, to know how to maximize that device in their hand called mobile phone, whether for their business, for their school, for their health, for every single thing that the mobile phone can deliver to somebody. If you are able to help, and I'm saying this without fear of, if you're able to help, for example, like 100 to 1,000 people during this your service year, you can beat your chest that I served this nation. You can boldly put it on your CV. I successfully empower 1,000, people in the informal sector in my host community to acquire digital literacy skill. When you put that one in your CV, it's one of the things that, an average employer is going to be looking at beyond just the skill you acquire during your PPA. Because when you have two people who are equally competent, and we're looking for the extra person we are going to recruit among the two of you, we go in, because I'm an HR person, we go into your own social contribution. What have you contributed? Have you been a leader? Have you been valuable? Those are the things that make a difference between those that get employment and those who are, you might even have a first class. If you have a first class, somebody has a 2-1, and the two of you, or even somebody has a 2-2, and the three of you are the ones that are remaining in the selection process. And we think after the interview, the three of you are so good, we now begin to look at what are the extra things that each one of you possess. For example, we say, okay, has this one shown any leadership quality? Has this one shown, in any sense of responsibility? Has this one served? What did this one do? Those are the extra things we are going to look at to really determine who we are going to bring. So don't just think your CDS is a place where you just come, there you just do. No. It's a major thing you have to put in your CV. I successfully, support 1,000. That's why it can't be 2, it can't be 3. Big numbers. I successfully supported, 1,000 people in my host community to become digital literate. You put it on your CV. It's an achievement. It's even more than what you acquire in the skill and the competencies. It's an achievement that you can brag about, that can even be a basis of your interview when you have an opportunity for interview. It can even be one of the things that we look at as HR people, as showing that people, when, in your CV, many of you say, I can work with minimal supervision. I am a very innovative. The way we know it, we just check, what did you do during your service year? What value did you add during your service? If you are really innovative, we'll see it in what you did during your service year. For those of you who want to go and do your master's and you are writing your citation and you have not added any value that you can put as part of a citation for your master's program. Some of you are trying to actually get, scholarship for a program abroad. You have never been able to kind of share your social contribution. People are not going to give you. And even for those of you who want to start your own business, the CDS is one of the places to jumpstart some of the skills that you will need to actually build your business. I'll tell you one or two of those skills. Number one, people skills. People's ability to initiate a conversation with people during the time when you go for your CDS, when you go to onboard business, is a skill that every entrepreneur needs. And you can't get it in, you can't get it in your PPA, because your PPA is the place where they already created the thing. But when you are out of your own volition, you might be somebody that is an introvert, but because being able to engage with people is a skill you are going to need, your entrepreneurship skill. You use your CDS to acquire those skills. I know many people. There's a lady that I work with, not just one of the ladies I work very closely with. She's such an amazing lady today, and what's her name now? She was serving with me, with Mind the Gap, and it was like, one day I asked, how many business have you put on Google My Business? He said, sir, I don't know how to approach people. I don't know how to talk, that I'm shy. I'm a very reserved person. And I'm like, madam, you can't do that. So you're working for Mind the Gap. You should be the one that has the highest number of businesses that you have put on Google My Business. I said, I don't know how to do it. I begin to teach her how to approach people, how to initiate a conversation, how to get people to, and she began to do it. By the end of the service, she said, you don't know, I broke this thing. I used to think I'm not somebody who know how to communicate, but I broke it. I broke that limitation during my service year, and I'm forever grateful that I overcome this limitation. So your CDA is an opportunity for you to overcome some of these limitations that you might have. And once you're able to overcome it, it becomes a skill that you acquire that nobody can take away from you, right? So your CDS is an opportunity to serve. And when you're serving, you're acquiring skills that nobody can take away from you. All right. So when you do your CDS very well, you achieve so much, that is the proof that you have made the most of your service year. And of course, the final thing is the relationship and the connections that you make during your service year. Your service year is the greatest opportunity for you to connect with friends. I normally say to people, if you can't tell me 3 or 4 or 5 people that you don't know before, that you now become your friends. That's something we normally encourage you guys to do during your service year. Form what we call the mastermind group, a group of 3 to maximum 5 people that you are going to go into the future together. Friends that every week you discuss about your future. Guy, what are we going to do after NYSC? You sit down together. What's your plan? Pick somebody from the north, somebody from the south, somebody from people that you don't know before. Don't pick people from your school. It's boring. Pick people that you don't know, places that you don't have friend before. Go, okay, I don't have any friend in Maiduguri, and this guy looks important. This guy looks so smart, Oga. You be the one to initiate it. There can be people within the CDS. There can be people that when you see somebody looks smarter than you, that you think, I like to be this person's friend. Initiate the conversation. Oga, you look like you are going somewhere in the future. I want to go somewhere too. I want to succeed too. Can you be my friend? Initiate it. And if you are the smart one, be the one to say, I don't want to succeed alone. I want to carry other people along. Be the one to reach out to friends. Hey, guy, can we form a small group? Because all those people you see who are making all the money, Aliko Dangote and $10, they are friends. Oh, when you see people go to golf, you go and play golf, they make money in golf course than the proposal you are going to write. Oh. You say, that land that you want to buy from you, it's 1 billion. Okay, I can't pay. Okay, you put the golf, they will move again. How much? 1 billion. I can't pay 1 billion. We are playing golf together. Then you joke with them. If you make the next hole before me, I will give it to you at 800 million. I will make it. They will push. And that's how they will say, don't worry. Let's sign it. I'll give it to you at 500 million. Then now I will send my staff to your staff. Then you, salesmen, you are now meeting us. This is our proposal. He thinks it's your proposal that did it. It's not proposal. They've discussed it on the golf club. They've discussed it on Friday over a bottle of wine. They've discussed it. Look, people that are controlling this country, they don't do it in the office. They do it in associations. They do it in Arewa. They do it in Odua. They do it. They connect. So make friends. Don't just be a social media person that just stay on the internet. You don't have friends. No. People are the solution to your life. Make friends. Go out of your way. And I say it because every money that I've made in my life since I finished my service here in 2000, 25 years ago, 75% of all the money I've made, I made it through some of the people that we serve together. 15 of all, we came together. We said, if I succeed and you fail, I have failed. If you succeed and I fail, you have failed. And we bond ourselves. My first job, I didn't apply for it. Somebody saw the vacancy and he called me. This is for tile. And he called me to come and pick up. My second job, the same thing. My third job, the same thing. I have never applied for a job in my life. When they gave me the first job, I gave me test. I scored 0. They gave me second test. I scored 0. They said, I thought you said this guy is smart. My friend that brought me said, look, this guy is the smartest guy I can recommend for you. Because he was already inside the system. They believe him. And they gave me an opportunity for an interview and I blasted it. You understand? If he wasn't there, they would have said I'm a youth that's unemployable. And I would have qualified, but they gave me test, I scored 0. And I didn't have first class and 2-1 they were looking for. But because there was somebody that was speaking for me. Don't say, all these people, they have connection. You too go and get your own connection. You don't even know who is in your CDS. You don't know. The son of somebody who can make your life is just sitting next to you in your CDS. They might not be the quiet, they might be the quiet type, not the one that is. Just reach out to people. I challenge all of you. Make it your mandate this week, make it your goal this November. Find 3 to 5, maximum 5, minimum 3 that we call your mastermind group. If you don't do that, you have not enjoyed service here. If the same people that you met during your service are still your best friend after service here, you've wasted Nigeria's money. Nigeria is paying you how much every month to go and make new friends, and you refuse to. No, it's a shame. So those are the 4 things that we always recommend to make the most of your service here. Now, in the next 5 minutes to the topic, sorry, I forgot even the topic, but this was very important for you. What I said to you as the focus for next month, I think I've said it, problem solving, generational leadership, and AI literacy and competencies. Those are the 3 things you need to begin to look at for 2026 and beyond. Problem solving. Every one of you as a member of this CDS, you must be problem solver. In fact, when you see yourself next time, say, oh, Mr. Problem Solver. Call yourself problem solver. When you are writing your CV, what's your CV? My name is Tayo, I'm a problem solver. Whether you want to work for somebody or you want to work for an organization, when you approach somebody in your CV, say, I'm a problem solver, committed using technology to help you, my customer, my business. Once you say you're a problem solver, an employer is just interested in talking to you. Sorry? If we ask you, what do you mean you're a problem solver? So, for example, I later realized, I look at your business, I've studied you, and after you are really doing very well, but if only you can really change this product, change the cover, or let me read, you say, Because everybody's looking for somebody to solve problem for them. Everybody, including Mr. President, including Aliko Dangote. They are looking for problems. They are not looking for problems. Some of us are problems. When you show up in an employer, you are like problem all over your face. And the people will change, even if they say, I want to work for free, say, you look like a problem to me. So they will just chase you away. But if you have this problem solving mentality, even if you don't know how to solve the problem, but you just have this thing. Before you know what's happening, the ideas will come. They will show you a video towards the end of this session, just for you to be able to like kind of interpret what I'm trying to say. Messi, please cue that video that I shared. If you don't have it, I'll forward it to you by your phone right now. Cue that video and you show it to me. And at the end of the day, I will use it to get feedback from everybody based on what I've said. So the second thing is you have to be a generation leader. In the video that I'm going to also share with you, you will see somebody who is a generation leader. What's a generation leader? Let me tell you the greatest deception that we've been told. Next generation leader. They've been telling you that you're going to be the next generation leader since 60 years ago. Next generation leader is a scam. They never come. The people that were president, they are still president today. When will the next generation come? But I believe in every generation they are leaders. And what does that mean? When we are in primary school, there were class captains and school prefects. Those are the leader of that generation. They are the one that provide vision for the class. They are the one that help to maintain order in the class. Because you have a class captain and school prefect, the principal can rest. So that's the leader. Don't wait until you become, after my service, I'm going to be a leader. You are a leader now. And what are the key elements of being a leader? Number one, you are the one that has a vision of a better future for your members. If you are the problem among your friends, you are not a leader, you are a follower. But if you are just say, okay, we have problem. All of us want to succeed, but we don't know how to succeed. But you are the one that say, but we are going to succeed. And you are encouraging your fellow guys to look out for how to succeed. Then you are a leader. Then helping everybody to look for a better way to approach the other. So what are the 6 elements of a generation leader? Number one is vision. You have a picture of a better future for your friends and yourself. Number two, the first one, you have empathy. Empathy is you think that because you want to succeed, others want to succeed, though you are always carrying everybody along. Your customer, your employer. So if you don't have empathy, for example, you can't get a good job. If you don't have empathy, you can't start a good business, because empathy is putting other people in your shoes. Innovation don't happen until you have empathy. When you begin to think for other people. Because you live in a selfie world right now, you guys particularly need to do better than in my generation. You live in a selfie world whereby everybody is just trying to promote themselves. And as a result of that, you suddenly realize that you are meeting more obstacles than progress. But you be the one that will have empathy for others. I tell my own 16-year-old son, don't try to promote yourself. Don't try to make yourself looking more important than other people. But rather, be the one that will compliment others. Be the one that will look at a girl. I used to say to him that instead of you trying to comb your hair and look nice, be the one that will compliment other people. When you see a girl that's looking good, so wow, your hair is also looking good. When you tell people they are looking good, and all the 10 of them tell you are looking good, who's going to look better among the 11? Exactly. When you're on social media, you are validating other people. You are telling, oh, I love you. And you are following 10 people. And all the 10 people follow you. Who has more followers? So it's about putting others forward. That's the only way you can move forward in life. Number 3, empathy, vision. Number 3 is competence. No matter how you have empathy, you have vision. If you are not competent, and you can't be competent in everything, just find one area where you are the best that you can use to serve others. Me, Kuma, everybody know my area of competence is ability to organize things. I can organize people and I'll go and sleep. But I'll organize you. That's my own strength. I might not know how to do the IT thing, but the people that know actually, I will bring them together. And when we make the money, we share it. Is that not it? That's my own strength. I remember one of the things they told the former president, Obasanjo. They said, Mr. Obasanjo, they say you are not very smart, but all the ministers in your government are smart. He said, eh. They say Rufai is smart. He said, eh. They say Okujo Ewuela is smart. They say, eh. They say Soludo is smart. Eh. He said, okay, that's good now. Once all those people are smart, that's fine. At least I'm the one that recruited all of them. So as a leader, you don't have to be the smartest. As an employer, you don't have to be in fact, if you are the smartest as a leader, as an employer in your organization, you are in the wrong places. There's going to be a problem because you are going to be the one everybody come to. But if everybody that are managing your department are smarter than you, you'll be the one consulting them. I tell you another story of a rich man, one-time richest man in the world, in America. True story. They now told him that a newspaper guy went to the university, said, Mr. Rockefeller is, well, I've forgotten that, not Rockefeller, is the most ignoramus billionaire in the whole world. He doesn't know anything. So he sued the guy to court. So the judge now said, they say you are say, let me prove it. I'm going to ask him a simple question that it's a third grader. So that means somebody in primary 3 or primary 6 should know. And you see that he doesn't know it. To prove that this guy is very ignorant. And I say, you will not be able to answer the question of a 6th grader. Primary 6, they now ask the man, say, can you tell us, The guy said, the truth is, I don't know it. I don't know the answer. Because it's not related to my business. If it's something that's related to my business, I will tell you. I will go and find out. And if I don't know it, all I have to do is press a button. And I have PhD in every area that's related to my business that will answer that question for you. You can't come here and also, let me ask you a question also in my own field, whether you'll be able to know it. You can't know everything. But find something you know. I'll tell you another joke. This one is not a joke. They asked another Igbo boy. Say, 2 times 2. Say, I don't know. 2 times 2. I don't know. It's okay. But 2 naira times 2 naira, nah, that one is easy now. 2 naira is 2 naira. 2 naira times 2 naira is 4 naira. In fact, 10 naira times 10 naira is, if it's naira, I know the multiplication. You don't have to know everything. But if it's related to your life, you must know it. So you need to know what you are competent in and just use it to serve. Because one thing you are competent, one is what you are going to use to serve your generation, your friends. You need to bring something on the table. The fourth thing is commitment. A lot of people want to be leader, but they are not committed. They only go to places where things are nice. Leaders stay when things are difficult. Followers run away when complex things come. Leaders are tough when things are difficult, because that's why they are leaders. A leader sees problem and says, bring it on. Because that is what will make other people follow them. Because when there is problem, everybody will run behind somebody. The person that they run in front is the leader. In fact, somebody told me something yesterday that I was telling that I was supposed to do something, but I told my wife, and my wife didn't encourage me. Say, that's the problem. They said that behind every successful man, there is a woman. You see, they didn't say beside or in front. That you are the one that is seeing the vision. Since your wife is behind you, you should only be supporting the only thing you are seeing and going towards the direction where you are going. Because if your wife is telling you what you are supposed to do, that means she's taller than you. And when the man finishes, he says, thank you very much. So what am I trying to say is that once you are a leader, you are the one that know the problem. So when you see, the next time you see somebody who's complaining about Nigeria or complaining about everything, just that person is not a leader. Leaders put naira and dollar sign in front of problems. Every entrepreneur you see today, they are leaders because they are solving problems. When you come to my office and you complain about what is not working, I'll tell you, this is why I recruited you. To solve the problem. So that's number 14, commitment. Don't run away when things look challenging. Number 5 is influence. That's what most people call leadership. But if you don't have all those 4, you cannot influence nobody. Influence is inspiring others to do something that naturally they might not want to do. If you don't have people that you are influencing right now, trust me, you will be alone someday. You'll be alone on your own. You know what I call OYO, strictly on your own. But if you have people that you are inspiring, the next day you have something amazing to do, you call them together and you brainstorm together and you're able to achieve something. You need to influence somebody, whether you're an employer, and influence doesn't mean people below you, even people above you. Something to make people want to do something. That's why you need to be competent. You need to have empathy. And like I tell you all, you guys who are leaders, the only way to get your members of your CDS to do what you want them to do is not by forcing them. It's by inspiring and influencing them. Let them see the value in what you are trying to encourage them to do. And like I normally say to you guys, always bring the vision of the CDS. Our CDS is supposed to be the best CDS. And the reason why I want to be the best CDS in NYSC, by making sure you succeed. So it's not about me. It's about you. And by the time you tell people that, people are able to follow you. The 6th one is, so let's go over it again. Number 1 is empathy. Number 2 is vision. Number 3 is competent. Number 4 is competence. Number 5 is influence. Number 6 is impact. Today, make sure you want to impact somebody. What does impact mean? When you meet me, will my life improve because you met me? Do I have an idea? Anytime I want to go, I say, today, let somebody that need me to be better meet me. Let me meet somebody that I need to be better. Let me read something, get an information that will make me better than I was last week. That's something I do every day of my life. And that's why I make sure I read something that I don't know before. I watch something that I don't know before. So number 6 is influence. And of course, the 7th one is what everybody think is leadership, power. Just go and contest and get power. That is that come by default. When you do all those 6, it brings power that puts you at the top. Don't try to force people to do what you want them to do. Power is not given. Power is created. Every single thing I've done in my life, none of them was done by coercion. It's by just following this principle. When you show people that you have empathy, and you are going to need that, as you move forward, you are going to need that in your life. You are going to need power. You know, your Bible used to say, you don't have money, you don't have jazz, and you don't have red eye. What are you going to use to influence your world? You need something to make a difference. You need power. And you can only generate power through any one of all those means. Empathy, show people you care about them, then they will care about you. Vision, show people you have a picture of how things can be better. Then people will say, oh, people that don't have, a lot of people don't have vision. They don't have plan for their life. They're just moving. But if you show vision, people will follow. All right? And finally, like I said, problem solving, leadership, generation leadership, and AI literacy and competencies. What does that mean? Nobody can do well in this generation we are in if we don't know how to use basic AI tools. Trust me, I don't know how to say it because of our time. I will have to stop. But the final thing I want to challenge you to do for me, yeah, you need something to change your world. I like that. Fantastic. Empathy, vision, competence, influence, impact, and power. Those are the things you need. The final thing I want you to do, those of you who are generation leaders and problem solvers here, I want to recruit a few of you who are going to work with me to drive the advocacy online on social media for the program we are doing. I know we have about 17,000 of you nationwide, but I'm looking for the top 1,000 in all the CDS, top 1,000, to train you on how to use social media to promote this CDS in a way that we need to promote it. And I'm not looking for just anybody. I'm looking for those who are smart, those who have empathy, who have vision, who are competent. And you don't have to have all these things. Just have one or two and show yourself that you are ready. We will help you to actually fine-tune the rest of it. Go to your CDS president and say, I want to be a member of the 100, you understand, of these new social media leaders, champions I want to raise. And we'll give you further details on it. It's just something we are going to do in addition. And trust me, I don't want to talk about some benefit that's going to come with it. But trust me, anytime I talk to you as a core member, you know I know the FM you listen to, what's in it for me. I know you're already thinking, okay, how will it benefit me? Trust me, it's something that will benefit you. Number one, it's going to empower you to know how to use your social media better by yourself. Then we are going to use it to promote this CDS in a way it needs to be promoted so that we can keep get money and support to actually support this CDS to move forward. So with these few words of mine, I hope I've not confused you. I'm open to questions and to actually be able to answer any question you might have. I don't know. Do you have the video that I share? Or our time is fast spent, we can't do it again, Abby?
So we can do it, sir. I don't have the video, sir.
You don't have the video? Oh, let me send it to you. It's a very short video, 2-minute video. And if you can play it, I just want people to go with it. We still send it to them, you know, to give me their view of it. I've sent it to you. I've sent it to you, Mercy. If you can just play it while people ask questions for the next 5 minutes, you know, I will be done in your face. I hope it's been useful to you guys, like it's been useful to me. So play that video, or if you have any question, please ask. I'll be happy to answer your question. Thank you very much for your time. I hope it's not a waste of your time. Have you seen the video, Mercy?
Yes, I've seen it, sir. I'm going to upload it now.
Oh, fantastic. All right. So let's get feedback from you guys. If you have any question, please write down your question. But when we watch this video, I'll wrap up for the day and we'll call it a day. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Tayo Oloshunde. What a wonderful and insightful section. Looking at the comment, I can see all our core members, all our participants here. They are all having a wonderful time. And you know, one of the things that really struck with me when you gave, you know, some of like 7 key things which somebody, a person, an individual needs to succeed. You talk about, you know, empathy. You talked about vision. So basically, you just brought. So I had a question in mind. I wanted to ask. Well, yeah. After listening to that, you actually brought out the answer to my questions. when you talk about empathy, vision, commitment, influence, impact, competence, and power, all these are, very critical in the success of any individual. So yeah, before I take questions from our audience and before we also play the video, I have a very short questions that I also want to ask you. So, and the question goes like this: So, how can AI, problem solving, and leadership work together to achieve some of our SDG or community impact?
Fantastic. That's a very, very good question. So the whole essence, I mean, and I think you have is dropping on my book. The whole essence of these three core skills is because if you look at the trajectory of the world, every time the world moves forward, things change, and there are new skills. What you used to call skills that used to win with will become commonplace. There is a statement we used to say in our organization before: when your strategy become commonplace, you lose your winning edge. Today is the strategy, but everybody's now using it. It's no more strategy, it's now common sense. Now, one of the greatest things that we wanted to achieve is the Sustainable Development Goals. And Sustainable Development Goal is your individual aspirations, your job, your business, every single thing is embedded inside that. Even the problem we talk about solving, those problems, if you go and study each one of the SDGs, everybody, like I always say, my SDG, everybody must have one SDG that you call your own, that you want to help to solve. It's not because you are solving it from the UN. This is the problem you want to solve in your host community. Personally, if I become Minister of Youth today, or I don't have to become Minister of Youth, if I'm able to achieve what I want to, I will insist nobody should leave NYSC camp until you're able to identify one goal of the SDG, one target of the SDG that you want to use your life to solve. It's the starting point for problem solving. It might change tomorrow, because I want to focus on education. But under education, I want to focus on this. Let's know where you are, because if you don't have a space where you want to function, you are a useless person to the community. Like when I ask people, what job do you want? Any job. There is no job description like that. There's no job description. Everybody says, okay, I want to solve the problem around health. I'm not a doctor. I don't want to educate people about health habits. And it's a goal. You just pick it. And that's a problem you want to solve. Second thing is, how do I solve that as a generation leader? I don't have to solve it for everybody. I don't have to solve it for people in my generation at my level. I'm not a lot of ignorance that is among young people. Let me tell you why I am successful in life. Little success that I have. I see a problem that I had when I was looking for employment. I did test, I failed it, and I realized how many other young people are they calling unemployed? Nigeria youth are not employable. I fit into that category when they gave me test and I failed it. But what helped me was because I know the skill that I have, and I have somebody inside who could validate me. And I wrote it in my book. By the way, if you have not gotten a copy of my book, they will send you the link. Go and get it. It will help you. So that is what we want to do. And of course, how is AI going to do it? Number one, even to know if you don't have like a Gemini AI app on your phone, you are not living, or ChatGPT or any one of all those things. You are not living. People are already moving ahead of you. If they ask you to bring a proposal in your PPA, you are still typing it out of your head. It's too late. You want to do a video, you are still being the one to go and begin. It's too late. People are already generating the video and already sharing it. You don't have content to show on your social media, and you are wondering, go and learn how to use AI tools to generate your own video, how to give prompt to the AI tool, right? And that's what we talk about, AI literacy and AI competencies. We can't go into extent. We are going to be dealing with it more in the course of, this year as we talk about to get ready for 2006. I'm working on something I'm going to share with you guys to say, look at this when it comes to problem solving, generation leadership, AI literacy and competencies. These are the 10 steps or 3 steps that you need to follow to ensure that you prepare yourself for 2026. If you enter 2026 without some of all those skills, the person is going to be a follow. You're going to be following your mates, and you're going to be saying Nigeria is not working. Let me tell you, Nigeria is working. I want You know, and anybody that doesn't have some of all those skills, you will complain tire in this country. But if you have all these skills, you will not join them to complain. Say, the guy is not working. Don't worry, it's working for me. Because the kind of trajectory this country is going is for those who are competent and are forward-looking. It's not people that are waiting for government to come and spoon feed you, put money in your mouth, give you money to buy your money to buy Pampers, money to buy ShopRite. It doesn't work. You understand? The spoon of government has broken. All right. I hope that answers your question, Bright, so that we can watch this video and close for today.
Yes, thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Wonderful response to the question. You know,
somebody said my
one of the
question
things
is, how do you sustain a art if service and contribution even when you've seen the reward but are just tired about what it will demand from you? Yeah, my question is, how do you sustain a heart? How do you sustain a heart? You know, like we say about commitment. Commitment is not for everybody, but it's only for leaders. Let me tell you this. I don't know what people think about this president, Tinubu, and I'm not an advocate for him. But when I look at a place that is called, you know, Lagos Atlantic City, the ocean was already taking over the whole of VI. And this man with his team, they faced it. The option, if he had not done it that time, the whole of VI will have been underwater by now. The same thing is what happened with this, our subsidy and whatever. Leaders do difficult things. If you are still looking for somebody to do what is nice, you are a baby. Just go back to kindergarten. So things are not meant and designed to be convenient. Things are meant to be difficult. But when you see difficult thing and you say, okay, what's the solution here? That's how your brain, you know, the average animal, when they finish what is the fruit that's available in a place, they migrate to another place. That is animal instinct. When things are easy, animal enjoy. But when things are difficult, human being will invent. They will crop the ground. They will dig the hole, look for gold. They will drill the ground, look for oil. They will drill the ground, look for zinc. Animal, once they finish the resources that are available to their eye, they move. Difficult things are meant for human beings. Anyone that's not solving a problem is not a human being. Is a baboon. Sorry. Sorry, I'm sounding a little bit very. Sir, how can I develop myself in a PPA that doesn't help me to develop myself in my field? Okay, like I said to you, your PPA, there are two ways to somebody developing you. What are you bringing on the table? You, what do you have? And that's why you have the right to select where your PPA is. When they post you somewhere and you realize that I can't function here, go and look for PPA that will help. Let me tell you who will help you get your PPA. You. The days that go and say, this is the course they gave me. You know, when you ask some people, what course are you doing? This is the course they gave me. They're always giving you something. When are you going to take the driver's seat of your life? This is the course they gave you. Now you want to go and do your master's too. This is the course they gave you. When are you going to be the one choosing the course that you want? In university, the course they gave you. So you finish whatever. So NYSC, oh, this is the PPA they put me. This is CDS they put me. When are you going to be the one to say, okay, and your fellow core members are, many of you choose the place where you are posted. You choose Abuja, you choose Lagos. You even go and lobby. Even some of you go out to whatever. But when it comes to PPA, you just say anywhere they post you. Use your brain now. So when they post you to a PPA and they are not making the most of it, I advise you, look for a PPA and tell them, you know, since you don't need my skill, can I go and look for where my skills can be useful? And nobody will help you do. Nobody help you get job. PPA is like looking for a job. Right? And if your PPA, for example, is not using your skill, the next thing you know, what skill does the PPA need? Can I acquire it? Then you acquire it because your first job might not be your best job. So you are going to be the one that's going to be adaptable. Guys, don't be among us. I know that, you know, in my book, I wrote about the 4 types of youth. Some youth are mumu, but I know we don't have mumus in the CDS. In my own CDS, we don't have mumu. We have people who have, their head is on their neck. Some people, their neck is on their leg. So they walk, you know. So for you to, in my CDS, if your PPA is not making the most of you, Go and look for the PPA that will utilize your skill, or go and look for the skill. And that's why we told you, digital skills is needed by every PPA. Go and acquire it. AI, digital skills. You know, as little as putting your PPA on Google My Business. For example, those of you are posted to some MDAs. They don't need you. Some of you are posted to like National Assembly. When I went there, I had to go back and sit down with the leadership of National Assembly. I said, can we develop a CV, a job description? Every comment that is posted to National Assembly, this is what they are going to be doing. One of it is at least helping any place they are posted to at least manage their social media. This is something a comment back can do anytime. Just helping them to manage their social media. It's something that every member of the house needs. Just, I'm going to post 5 content for you every day. That's when you know that to post 5 content is not easy. You have to think, you have to read, you have to do, and that's how you are going to grow. You know, they embrace that thing. Only I didn't follow up with it. Maybe I need to follow up with it again. Because we have 600 comment back posted to National Assembly doing nothing. Yes. One of them is coming to see me today. And it was posted to a particular 2 years after NYSC, after posted to National Assembly, a very juicy committee. He couldn't figure it out. When he met me, I said, you are posted to this CV. I said, have you gone to all the agencies that are under this committee? Can you go and create a website for the committee and put all the websites of all those agencies in one place to say, so that in case you are looking for the agencies under us, I've put their website in one place and say, okay, for me to manage your website, you need to bring something. If all the agencies give you 100, because they know that you have access to this man. If he's going to do it tomorrow, maybe when it comes today, we'll discuss it again. Just have to use our head, solve problems. So if your PPA is not making use of you, you go and look for other PPA. If your PPA has another problem, go and look for the problem that your PPA has and be the solution. I think our time is fast spent. If you can't do the video, I think any other question before we wrap up, so that we don't burn your data too much. Exactly 11. Oh, good. Let's watch the video.
सर आपके लिए उस पार कार का इंतजाम किया है सर. सर आइए सर. ए चल चल. जाओ बोला क्या बात करता है, क्या ऊपर से जाएगा, क्या ऊपर से जा.
गया मेन शो.
I hate this country. कुछ करो ना.
अब मैं वहां जाके क्या उखाड़ लूंगा.
कैसी जाने बूंदे आई, जाने कैसा दर्द लाई, सामने क्या है ये तेरे, क्यों रुका है तू बता रे हो. तुझको पार लेगा, कौन होगा वो मसीहा, वो जिसे तू ढूंढता है, वो ही है तू वही है. तुझ में तेरा रास्ता है, तुझ में तेरा है सहारा, तू ही तुझको पार लेगा, तू ही है तेरा किनारा. तुझ में तेरा रास्ता है, तुझ में तेरा है सहारा, तुझको पार लेगा, तू ही है तेरा किनारा. जिसे ढूंढता है तू ही रहे, तू ही रहे, तू ही रहे तेरा मसीहा हो.
Video, but I don't know if anybody got what's the thing about the video. I'll tell you what it is, then you can. Okay, can I get some feedback, just input from one or two of you about what you understand about the video. Type it in, or if you can get one or two of them to speak. I want to your understanding of the video and the lesson and the takeaway. You can watch it later, but I want the top 5 people that can tell me something they understand about that video. I will insist that Bright must give each one of you 1,000. Right? The first 5 to tell me something you learn and it makes sense. Don't run from problem, solve problem. Okay? All right? Any other person? The last space. So one person must stand for others to support. Okay? That's it. Take note of all these people contribution. Any other person? All right? 2 are better than 1. Okay? 2 are better than 1. Any other I'm reading? It takes one man to make a difference. I like that. Thank you very much, Johnson. He became a leader and others follow. Excellent. 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 That is Sofita. Omowumi say, change begins with me. I like that too. Change begins. Omowumi, thank you. When you have a problem-solving mindset, others see potential in you. I agree with you. Fantastic. Can I get more? Get more? Get more? You don't have to wait for people to make a change. Exactly. That if that boy was waiting for the police, identify the problem, initiate a solution. People are sleeping, Any other thing? I like this. I like this. I like this. Right? Okay, we are going to stop very soon. Oh, yeah, quickly. Those of you who don't have anything, I want to go and like 1 or 2. Let's vote for some of the problems you agree with. Yes, sir. Seeing a problem, taking a step, whether others join you or not. And with time, the vision catches. I like that. Like Joshua. I like that. I like that. My Bright, without that little boy stepping up, the other will still be frustrated. Fantastic. I like this. Right? So please, all the top, more is coming. One of the best things that ever happened to me is being the member of this CDS group. Oh, I like that. All right. All right. As a leader, just initiate the action. They must be a support. Fantastic. Fantastic. You guys have said it all. I see determination from the child's face. There's just so many things. I want to encourage you. Take that video. They will send it to you. Take that video. Go and use it to initiate a conversation among a group of 5. Just guys, let's watch this video and talk about it. Just take a group of 5 in your WhatsApp group. Let's watch it. Let's just talk about it. How does this apply to our country? Right? Let people. I can write a whole book on this video. And I remember when I had the opportunity of being invited to come and do a presentation to the Transition Committee of President Buhari. That was the video I first showed them. I had Lai Mohammed, who later became Minister of Communication. I had Boss Mustafa, who later became the SGF of Nigeria. I had late Ogbonaya Onu, who later became the Minister of Science and Tech. I had, all these big wigs. And I have 10 minutes. When I showed them that video, I said, this is the story of Nigeria. Look at, there's a tree that is blocking the road. It's stopping everybody from moving forward. Everybody is stuck, like all of us are stuck. But nobody, even the police, even the civil servant, everybody that could take action. In fact, you see some people, a contract was signed on the tree. Some people put their leg and they were signing contract. We are going to fix this problem. They sign contracts. Like they'll tell you, all your problem, the solution is in the pipeline. It's always in the pipeline. But this boy, he just came out. This thing is stopping him from going to school. He found his way through the road. He lobbied. Finally, he got there. It's a very ridiculous attempt. What can he even do? Sometimes your solution looks stupid. In fact, it's ignorant to even think you can do anything. But he started it. He's the one going to school. But say all the other children who come to join you are not going to school. And that's the NYSC and the rest of the youth in your community. He is the single. NYSC is only 1% of youth in Nigeria. If you as a member, you start an initiative, you see other youth in your community, they will join you. And as they join, they were playing. Youth might not be able to achieve it. But see all the old men with strong power, they came. Bright, I know you have to round this up. This is all, and I wish you all the best, guys. And look for the top 10 among those guys. Between Bright and Messi, you must give all of them 1,000 worth of data. All right? You are big boys now. Can I trust you to do that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Yes.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for having me, guys. Let's keep talking. Drop my LinkedIn, whatever, and let us continue to engage. Bye.
All right, thank you very much. Before you go, sir, I think he is. Okay, okay. Yeah, thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir. So, I've been watching. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right, as you know, having watching the video, a few things I picked from the video. One, when there's a vision, there's a problem, and also when we talk about collaboration. And also earlier when you spoke about artificial intelligence, you talked about how AI is not going to take our jobs, but also how it's going to integrate the processes of how our job is being done. And I believe that every young person here in this session has taken note of that. So on this behalf, we want to say a very big thank you to you, sir. Thank you for this wonderful session. Thank you for the insight. Thank you for everything. It's really been wonderful. Personally, for me, I have taken a lot from this session, and I believe every single person here too has taken a lot from this session. There are times where I reminisce on my journey and some of the things I've done today prior to this particular day, and I see how well you mentored and impacted us, and how we've taken steps just because that we met you. I will use myself as an example. My project management certificate came as a result of your motivation when you said, I think you need to be a project manager. So I was like, yeah, you need to do this. It took me 6 7 months on Coursera, and yeah, I finally I have my certificate, and which is a very wonderful journey. So thank you very much, sir. Thank you for the words of encouragement. Thank you for impact. And on behalf of every young person here, we say a very big thank you. So before we wrap up this session, today's sessions I brought three essential pillars, which is problem solving, generational leadership, and AI literacy. As we step into 2026 and beyond, the future will not just belong to those who don't use technology, but also to those who live with it. Like our speaker had said, leadership today means combining empathy, competence, creativity to solve real world problems. So let's continue to learn, adapt, and most importantly, lead with the kind of intelligence that makes us more humans and not less. Thank you very much, guys, for staying tuned from the beginning to the end of this session. Mercy is going to collect all your details. She's going to pick the top 10, and you will get the data stipends from us. And also, the links to uh, our keynote speaker books is also going to be shared so every one of us can have access to it. Now, like I said, the vision of the CDS is to be the best CDS in NYSC, and we cannot be the best when we ourselves are not the best. So thank you very much, guys. Thank you for staying tuned and enjoy the rest of the day. And I remain your humbling and wonderful moderator, Omakaro Bright. Have a nice day.